What's up, everybody? We're up here in the Red Hills. Look at the view. It's gorgeous. And I thought today we'd make a little video on the infamous YZ426 right here, the big beast. She's pretty darn quick. She's coming up on 25 years old. So it's getting a little older than me, but she is still cruising. It'll keep up with the modern 450s. No problem. I can ride with my buddies and we all have a good time. Today I thought I'd make a little video about it. Just talk about the bike some and bring up some pros and cons to it. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. All right, okay, let's get the old rig started up. What you're gonna wanna do, pop out that kickstand, and actually I'm gonna kick it here so you guys can see. So what you wanna do is pull on this decompression lever up here, kick it till it's top dead center like that, and I'll give it one good kick. It'll start right up. Every time. First or second kick. Third quick if she's been sitting for a good while. But still, it's awesome. She runs great. Okay, so back in 2000 when this old girl came out, it was the king of the hill in terms of 4-strokes. These bikes were infamous for being so dang powerful, torquey, and this bike almost has a bit of a power band like a 2-stroke. It's not as linear as 450s, and she likes to go when you give her the beans. As you get up through the RPMs, it'll just pull harder and harder. But these old bikes, man, they're so fun because it's just a real raw ride. I mean, when you're riding them, you can't hop on it and just putt around much. You gotta be locked in. And it's sketchy, but it is fun too, man. A little jump here. Heck yeah. Okay, we'll go down this little hill and cruise up and I'll show you guys how torquey this rig is. It's a torquey beast. This is the bowl, it's pretty fun. Okay, we're in first right now. Second. Right up it, no problem, no run up. Don't know if you caught, but she was really wanting to wheelie too. She'll climb up just about anything. If you can keep it forward and straight, you can go, 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 baby. All right, I want to touch on the suspension a little bit. So, on this specific bike, it is rough, man. If you're not riding it hard, suspension hardly works. And once the oil gets warmed up, it gets a little better. But by no means is it a smooth bike. Me and my buddy used to come here a lot when he had his little 85 and I used to ride the old XR250R. Gotta make a video on that bike soon. This bike's a bit loud, so hopefully I'm gonna try to keep it a little quiet because there is some houses kind of close to here. canyon road. Okay, so this bike has right around 50 horsepower, and it's pulling the whole way through that rev range. But it really does get happy in the higher RPMs. All right, we're up here at the bottom of the canyon road. It's a little bit of a pretty lookout here, and bike's doing good. Like I said earlier, the temperature is only around 50 degrees right now, so no problems with overheat. We're sitting here idling, and we're still around 160. So she's doing great though. We'll cruise up the canyon road a bit, and I'll give you some of the specs of the bike. Move, move, big boy. All the cows are coming down. That time of year, you gotta watch out for them. Boom, they'll pop out of nowhere. All right, let's talk about some more of the specs on this bike. So, right now, we're running a 51-tooth sprocket in the rear, 14-tooth sprocket up front. So she's geared pretty low for trails. Because of that, I'm already in 5th gear right now, and I'm probably doing 25. So, this bike has a 5-speed close ratio transmission. So, for some of y'all who maybe don't know quite what that is, let me break it down for you. This transmission, basically, they only put 5-speed close ratio transmission in bikes that are meant for track, supercross, motocross. Trail bikes don't have this because you want to keep the bike in the power band. And on a track, you're not needing to go really slow in first gear, or cruise at 65 on a gravel road out in the desert. Because of that, this bike, in terms of a trail bike, really isn't what you want, because it just isn't really built for it. And really fun to ride, but if you're looking for one of these for a trail bike, I'd recommend maybe going with the WR426. If you're looking at bikes from this year, this age range. If not, if you're just looking for a trail bike, some of those 302 strokes are great. And I got to ride a KTM 350 EXE, and that bike had a 6-speed wide ratio transmission, just like my Honda XR250, and it was so fun. You could cut right up a trail with four-wheelers, and no problem. And you could also cruise up the canyon road or out west in 6th gear, and you'd never be up in the RPM much like I am right now. With that, there's trade-offs for both. Kind of personal preference, but for what I personally ride, mainly trail bike is what you're really looking for. Alright, as we're cruising up here, I just want to point out a trail that I did on Saturday with some of my real great friends. Right here, number 3, it's called Patent Trail. It's a real fun trail. It's steep, it's rocky. I can throw some footage on right here for you guys. It'll probably be vertical. Let's talk a bit about school right now. So, what's up, dude? So I'm going to college right now, and great kind of shift from high school, but I'm really liking it. For those of y'all who are questioning whether you should or not, make a good choice. And whether you go the route, just going out and getting an apprenticeship, plumbing or something, and start your own business, go ahead, man. You can do great. But if you're kind of on the edge, college is great because it kind of gives you some time to think about what you want to do. And at the same time, you're learning, you're engaged, so you're always staying on top of your wits. Ooh, also, I'd like to talk about, I had some pretty crazy classes, one of which is called the Zombie Survival Guide. And that class is something else. For example, in class we watched The Walking Dead. Just in class, like for an assignment. I mean, what class would you go in and watch The Walking Dead? Zombie, man. That's the only class. Let's hit this little thing. You don't want to hit that coming down because you don't want to cross traffic. Going up, you're pretty safe to hit it. Alright, so let's talk about a little bit of how this bike came to be. So, back in 1998, Yamaha made the YZ426F. That's right when the turn of 4-strokes came in. The reign of tear.
Oh no!
2-strokes ruled Supercross. There's no contest. 4-strokes would always be your trail bikes. So this YZ400 came in, kicked everybody's butts, and completely flipped the competition upside down. Get out on the straight a little bit. Back in the third. Quick third to fifth pole there. Okay. So back to what I was saying, the 2-strokes were done after the YZ400 came in. Then, just a couple years later, Yamaha introduced the YZ426, which is the bike I'm on today. This beauty really pushed the power standards of its time. These things back in the day would blow the doors off just about any bike. Other the CR500. Can't let the big guy down. That thing is fast as heck, man. This thing was a 4-stroke key. Okay, one thing I'd like to point out is this bike, all the facts are off the top of my head. So I'll be overlaying fixes if I miss something, but totally let me know in the comments if I get some numbers wrong. We can get the people the truth, man. Also, let me know if you guys want to see more of these type of videos. Try to get some different bikes to ride on, try out, and talk about. I love them. Hopefully you guys do too. Couple of cows. Look at this big boy. Huh? That's right. Yeah, buddy. Nice evening in September, about 6:40. Good day to be alive.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review. Here's a little hill climb for you. Show the bike in some action. Oh yeah.